And after a ceasefire between Thailand and Cambodia, 18 Cambodian soldiers have been released. The men had been held as prisoners of war for about 5 months after being captured during earlier border clashes. Their return comes just days after a new ceasefire brought an end to weeks of intense fighting along the border. Both nations have agreed to freeze troop movements and allow civilians to return to areas affected by the clashes. More in this report.
Cheering crowds welcomed 18 Cambodian soldiers home on Wednesday. Their release by Thailand follows a renewed ceasefire, signalling an easing of tensions between the two Southeast Asian neighbours.
The 18 soldiers are our Cambodian blood. They sacrificed their lives for our motherland and our people. So I am very happy to come here. From my heart, I have nothing else to give them but my congratulations on their release.
The handover was delayed by a day over Thai concerns over alleged violations of the ceasefire, but took place after sustained Chinese diplomatic pressure to ensure the deal holds. A decades-old border dispute between the Southeast Asian countries erupted into military clashes several times this year. The latest round of fighting in December killed dozens of people and displaced more than 1 million others. The Southeast Asian neighbours agreed to halt fighting at noon on Saturday, ending about 20 days of clashes. Saturday's deal had seen both sides agree to freeze the front lines where they are now, ban reinforcements, and allow civilians living in border areas to return as soon as possible. The captivity of 18 Cambodian soldiers since July during an earlier round of deadly clashes has inflamed nationalist sentiment in Cambodia, their release being one of the main demands of its government in the ceasefire talks with Thailand. Cambodian Defense Ministry said the soldiers were transferred at a border checkpoint on Wednesday after 155 days in Thai custody. The governor of Cambodia's Battambang province, Suk Lau, described the returnees as heroic soldiers. On Wednesday, Thailand's foreign ministry said the release of the soldiers was a demonstration of goodwill and that it hopes Cambodia would reciprocate this goodwill through its concrete actions.
We think at the current moment we can manage to deal with the situation bilaterally. Should the need arise, Thailand and Cambodia should consult each other first and then ask. And then China said that it is ready to provide assistance if needed.
The border clashes flared up again this month after a previous ceasefire deal brokered by US President Donald Trump and Malaysian Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim collapsed. The clashes, which have also seen Thailand launch airstrikes along the border, are the most serious since the ceasefire was agreed in July. Bangkok and Phnom Penh have also agreed to freeze troop movements and cooperate on demining their 800-kilometer disputed border. In the long term, the two sides will need to resolve their long-standing dispute over how to demarcate an 800-kilometer section of their joint border. The disagreement dates back to the early 1900s when France occupied Cambodia. Cambodia and Thailand previously clashed over the same frontier between 2008 and 2011. The disputed border zone is home to 3 1,000-year-old temples built by the Khmer Empire. The most famous of the 3, Priya Vihar, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and the subject of a famous 1962 International Court of Justice case between Thailand and Cambodia. The ICJ ruled in Cambodia's favor in 1962 and again in 2013. Bureau Report, DD, India.